Hey, welcome to Tabletop Skirmish Games. I'm Lee, and today is officially MAT-URDAY. So in the video, I'm going to be taking you through an awesome haul of different size mats with some fantastic designs, all provided thanks to Warzone Studio. You may have noticed some of these Warzone Studio mats here on the channel. I'm a big fan of them, and it's awesome that they're going to be helping me out with some cool stuff that I've got planned for the year ahead. So let's get started then. We'll get all these mats down. We've got 12 in total to have a look at. There's 6 to roll out in the 44 by 60 inch size and 6 in the 3 foot by 3 foot. There is one other mat as well that I've had for a long time now. This is a 6 foot by 4 foot mat. I absolutely love it. I love the grid pattern on it. It's fantastic for all types of games, and it's also a double-sided one. So if you flip it over, you can see I've got the ocean mat. So that's really cool. You can put islands on it, all sorts of things. Great for a load of different games. But I've had this one a while. Thanks to Warzone Studio for sending that one out. Oh, good, year, 18 months ago? And I can certainly vouch for the quality. I've been using this mat a lot. It's always on my table as well. So yeah, it takes a lot of punishment with all the different boxes and things that go on top of it, and it's held up so well. It's still in perfect condition. Alright, so when you get these mats from Warzone Studio, they're going to come in these great bags, and they're going to get a handle at the end. You also get the zip, which is pretty sturdy, and it comes with 2 zippers as well, which I find really handy. And I think you'll definitely appreciate that when you're opening it and closing it up. And then you also get 2 nice handles in the middle. There we go, so really easy to carry. You can chuck it over your shoulder. I like how big the straps are. Sometimes I'll take 4 of these out. They're all reinforced. So having those big loops definitely helps. And then the other end also has one of the little handles as well. Start rolling the mats out then, and I'll give you a close-up look at each one so you can see the quality of the design. Hopefully this video will help you decide whether these are the mats you'd like to add to your collection as well. And I've got a nice mix and a good variety of different themes. Starting off with this snow theme, and I really wanted a big snowy map like this that had lots of blue in it. I've got one previously that's very white, and so it's really nice to have some here where you can see there's parts where the ice is melting, a bit slushy there, and just loads of different ideas for this mat. It's not just going to be for Warhammer, certainly. This is going to be for so many other games. Really looking forward to getting it out, giving it a go. But it looks great with Bjorn there from my Space Wolves. Here you can see the underside. So all these mats are single-sided, but you can certainly choose to have the designs on the double side on the Warzone Studio website. And these are 2mm thickness, good quality. That printing's great. I'll try and give you a look of the texture of the material. So you can see it's like printed like mouse mat material there on the top. So very well done. A nice crisp print. They certainly haven't skimped on the detail, and it comes out in a great resolution. And then on the back you can see you've got plenty of grip there from the textured underside. Alright, we've got a lot more mats to look at, so let's get the next one out. And this one's very cool. This is one of my favourite ones. I love the paths on this. Wait till you see the detail. It's really cool. I'll get the camera in really close so you can see just how nice it looks. But this is fantastic. Again, this is going to play loads of different games, and I've got lots planned for the future. Like next year, we've got more TTSG tournaments coming up, so looking forward to that. They're going to get a lot of use there, but also a lot of narrative games in the pipeline. So that's all to come here on the channel. I will be focusing on that quite a lot going forward, and when you see the other mats later on, I'll tell you about what I've got in store for those, the 3 foot by 3 foot ones. But here's some of the nice details I'm picking out to show you there. And also they can print logos on. So if you're looking to do tournaments yourself, you could get your tournament logo on, which is really nice. But I love this mat. So good detail. All the rocks, all the little bits of debris on there. The grass is so nice. And when you move around, you really do get like a 3D vibe from this. It's so cool. But those paths are just the best. So well printed, really great details. All the colours just work so well. And I can imagine this, D&D, any type of Warhammer game, Middle-earth, that kind of thing. Here's another awesome one, and this is going to be used a lot for bolt action going forward. And we've got the beach with just a little bit of the ocean there. And here you can see it goes from the kind of dunes with bits of grass to more even sand, and then to the surf. And look at those waves. How cool is that? That's so nice. You've got the whitewash there coming in, and then also little bits of debris, a little skeleton, little bits of grass here and there. You can even pick out maybe a few shells, but then as it gets sandier as it approaches the water. So yeah, I really like that. Look at that grass. It's brilliant. Here's another mat that will be used for bolt action a lot. I wanted something with some roads and also a lot of like fields around it. So this is also going to be good for some apocalyptic things I've got lined up for Population Z. More on that later on in the video. but this looks great. A really like worn out road, kind of a back lane there connecting them, and a little off-road bit as well. You can certainly imagine this as some kind of airfield even. I think that would work really nicely. Maybe even use it for a Normandy setup, that kind of thing. But lots of potential for modern and historical games. Then we've got to have a desert, and this one's a real rich desert. I love the colour on this. It's like a real like mustardy colour almost. And again, fantastic details. The light changed as I got closer to it, but it does come out a bit more. That's better. It's much more like that in real life. So really nice, vibrant colour. And a little bit different to a lot of the desert mats I've seen or already have. Next up, we've got another mat, a swampy mat this time, and this one is brilliant. This just reminds me of The Last Kingdom. I don't know if you saw in one of the series, I think it was series 1, where they had to flee to the swampy marshlands. I used this one in one of my recent tournaments, the Age of Sigmar tournament, and I did a theme to match the Cruel Boys. That was really fun. I'll pop up some footage actually so you can have a look here, but it's really fun to use some of the different terrain from different companies to piece together with this mat. I think it worked out really nicely. Here you can see some of the depth that you get from this as well, so the layering up and the shading's been done so nicely. And then all those little colours just popping out here and there from the mushrooms, different foliage, you've got some rocks, tree trunks, all sorts going on. So very nice little mat that. Right, now let's go on to the 3 foot by 3 foot ones. And I'm trying to throw this one out. Didn't work that well. But there we go. We got it down in the end. This one's a really interesting mat. I'll tell you what. I'll flip the other one underneath so I get like a black background. That's better. Now we can have a really good look at it. But this is like a, volcanic look almost. And here you can see the logo as well. So that's printed up really nicely. Very crisp. But I love the 3D nature of this. Again, with the shading. As I move around, you really do get the different features popping out. And I think this would be fantastic for Lord of the Rings, or I'll be using it as a backdrop when I play Gates of Nilfheim as well, like a Viking backdrop. I think that's brilliant. All right, we've got loads more to look at, so let's keep going. Here's the second of the 3 foot by 3 foot, and this is a beautiful mat. This is perfect for the desert scenarios and great for skirmish games. I'll be using this one for bolt action, just for little skirmishes. And my game Population Z is very close to being released, and I've also got another one in the pipeline straight after, and I'm basing those games on 3 foot by 3 foot mats. I think the size works really well, and I'm going to be using this one in a particular mission. But we'll talk about that in a different video. Here's a really good one. This is a cobblestone look, and this mat is what I use in the Moonstone. So Moonstone is also 3 foot by 3 foot. So this is a fantastic way to get your mats for that game too. And this is perfect for your city streets, that medieval look. But it's going to work in all sorts of things. That you could do some historical games with this, even modern ones too. Right, now let's get another grassy one out. And I've got a different mat that I use a lot for the grass, but I wanted something that's a bit more like a lush meadow. So this really fits the bill. Nice, vibrant green, and this is really cool. Again, you can see the texture of all the grass and the different like bushes in there as well. And yeah, as I move around, you really do get the different layers of shading coming through, and it does give you like a bit of an illusion going on that it is 3D. So it's fantastic. Okay, we're still going. Here's a really cool one. Wait till you see this. If you like medieval and you like Moonstone, this is going to be perfect for playing those kind of games. And this has got all the different like cobbled streets, you've got brick streets, you've got some woodwork in there as well, some dusty areas with a bit of dirt going on. But this is just beautiful. So many nice colours. All works really well together. You've got all the streets laid out, and you could certainly imagine building or just placing little pre-built buildings all around in the different sections and making that a dense little town. I actually used this for a cemetery set up with Moonstone for the Halloween monster mashup, and it worked really cool. I used the cemetery pieces, dotted them around, and that worked out well. But here you can see the detail, different cobblestones, different brickwork. There's even some floorboards there if you wanted to go inside a building. Really nice. And now we're on to the final mat, and this just happened by chance. Here's another snowy one. I didn't even know which one I was getting out of each bag to start and finish. So we start with a frosty snow scene, and we're going to end with one as well. And here's a 3 by 3 foot version. So we don't have so much melted ice here, but you can see how crisp the logo prints up. So if you want your logos done, that'll give you a good idea. And then sometimes they put Warzone Studio on the mats, and I've never noticed this one, even though I've played this a few times now. I've never noticed that before. So very subtle and nice that they put it in there. But this is really cool. Again, you could imagine this for like a Star Wars game or something like that. Perfect. There you go then. That's the selection of mats from Warzone Studio. Big thanks to them for teaming up with me and collaborating and helping me to get the tournaments set up, and also some of the other projects I've got planned for the future. We'll be talking about that more here on the channel very soon, so look out for those videos. I hope you found this video helpful, and if you've been on the lookout for some mats for your different skirmish games and bigger games like Age of Sigmar, Star Wars, Bolt Action, then hopefully this has helped too, and I certainly can recommend them on quality. And hopefully that does come across in the video, because these are really nice mats, and having them in the proper carry bags as well is just a bonus. And I'll put a link down below where you can go and have a look at Warzone Studios if you'd like, and it's an affiliate link, so I will get a commission if you do purchase anything through that link, so you'll also be supporting me here on the channel too, so thank you so much for that. I really appreciate it. Thank you for clicking and visiting all the other links that I put in the description as well. It's really cool to help these independent companies and supporters of the channel, so thanks for that too, it's brilliant. That now brings MAT-URDAY to a close, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. I hope you've got a good weekend planned for the hobby as well. Let me know what you're up to in the comments down below. I'm going to be tackling these proper dwarves and putting together a warband, and I'll also have a look at some more products from Warlord Games this week, and then also Gates of Nilheim, the Viking zombie game. I'll be covering that too, and of course more Moonstone next week as well. If you liked the video or found it helpful, it'd be fantastic if you hit the like button, subscribe as well if you'd like to keep up to date with all the other videos and news, and I look forward to seeing you here next time on Tabletop Skirmish Games. Thank you so much to my Patreon supporters for helping me to keep going with these regular videos. I couldn't do this without you, and I appreciate your support so much. If you'd like to join the Patreon community, support the channel, get some great perks at the same time, there's a link down below in the description. It'll be awesome to see you there.